We work with people in manufacturing, different companies around the area. They want to know, where's the beef? What are you doing? And so I think administrators and teachers have to have an idea of what they want to do. You just don't go out and say, hey, can you help us with something? Because most people say, well, what can we help you with? So don't be afraid to talk to people in manufacturing. Don't be afraid to talk to other businesses, but show them what you're doing. Give them an idea of what some of the projects you're working on. Secondly, don't be afraid to experiment. I think you really need to experiment. And most important, find those people that are passionate about teaching these kinds of skills and getting kids involved in this area. And I know that's not always easy. We've been very successful with that here at Brillion, of finding passionate teachers that really want to get kids involved and are willing to put in the time to teach kids some of these different skills.
I really rely on business professionals to come into the classroom or to invite us into their workplace to teach these skills as they're needed. I needed my students to learn how to reach an audience specific to a customer, so we went into a local marketing firm. I needed my students to learn about how to apply environmental ethics, so we had a business lawyer come into our classroom and talk about how that impacts local businesses. I am a professional at teaching and learning methods. I am not a professional with Lean Sigma or blueprints. So I need professionals in the community to come in and embrace this program and help these students see applicability. That's how I get my students excited. And again, it all comes down to helping them see that relevance.
I guess that's something that I really stepped up, after getting involved with this mobile lab, because the students are the ones that truly benefit from the businesses that we're partnering with. We get out to these businesses and they just want to bring kids in. They want to help any way they can. So building these partnerships with the industry, business and industry, helps me as an educator align my curriculum with the technical college and then with the manufacturing society that's out there. So I guess the businesses are what drive us, and that's really what my focus is. And I love getting out to these businesses because they're eager to get these new employees, which helps them. And I'm eager to send them the new employees because I have students that are coming out that are so excited about manufacturing that they just want to go and get into it and do it for a living and help society by creating something.
I've always been a big, huge proponent of actually getting kids to do something real, and I know sometimes that's hard to define, but I don't necessarily define making widgets something small or something just a canned project that you've had for 20 years as innovative or not saying that those fundamentals aren't coming through, but when a kid can put their hands on something that's actually going to be used in a manufacturing environment, or it's going to be used to assemble something else. I think of all the stuff we do in machining, and whether they're machining a pin that's going to be put in a boom for a crane, they realize that, and they get a kind of a sparkle in their eye, and you can tell that I need to do my best, and I need to make sure that when the company that we're subcontracting with picks this up, that it's done the right way. And my name is attached to that, and I think that builds a lot of pride in what they do, and it really, in my opinion, has raised the bar for the quality of work that kids do.
Our Career Pathway Academy is fairly unique. It has several components that make it different, I think, and probably one of the biggest components that's relevant to our manufacturers that we have is that we hear a lot about 21st century skills, the soft skills, so to speak, things like being able to work in a team, think creatively, engage publicly, those things. And I think schools do a decent job of modeling that kind of thing. Teachers always have modeled that kind of behavior, but at the Career Pathways Academy, we actually have a formal curriculum to teach it and a way to assess it. And so our students have to measure up in those areas. And the other part that makes it unique is that we have a guarantee to our partners, so to speak, that if we're going to send somebody to them to have an internship or to work for them, we're guaranteeing certain skills that are going to be present in that student, or we won't send them out.
One of the goals in the Green Bay Area Public School District is to get kids college, career, and community ready. And the opportunity to partner with businesses and organizations especially in the manufacturing arena, is that it allows us to extend our classroom from the traditional four walls out into the community, where they get an opportunity to see what's actually being done in the community, so that they can apply their skills and enhance and advance their skills and knowledge and talents to meet the needs that are out there in our community.
What's driving this is the need for people with these skills out in our workforce. And on top of that, then you have the baby boom generation, which has been the heart of our manufacturing workforce, getting older and moving out. So our employers need people who can do this. And then we had to make it attractive to young people. And what's more, what's better for us than to have a large purple trailer out there touting this as a good career direction, and then making it available. So in many cases, young people were actually working on very antiquated equipment in what's left of shop classes in their high school. And that was something also that took them away from manufacturing careers, because the equipment was so old, in addition to the fact that manufacturers were not using that equipment any longer. So suddenly we had the ability to take state-of-the-art equipment, put it in the hands of young people, and give them an experience of what manufacturing is really like today.